Hey guys, it's Reenactment Day here with another video, and in this video I'm going to be restoring another one of these. Now, as a lot of you may know what this is an M1 steel pot helmet. This one is dated later 43. You can see its front seam right there, painted black for some reason, in okay shape. Well, not shape, but currently right now it's pretty rusty. Flip it over. Very rusty on the inside. Has some of the original paint left, but it is all in solid condition. There's no cracks or anything in it. And as you can see, right there, boom, fixed Bale. Fixed Bale helmet. But one of the bales have broken off. The heat stamp on this helmet is, right around here, and it does date it to later 43. So, explain, it was like the last couple months they did fixed Bale, and then they switched to swivel Bale. And this Bale definitely broke off after the war. How can I tell? Because it has not been replaced with swivel Bale. This chin strap over here, this had a Korean War chin strap Bale on it, but I've removed that. Korean War chin strap Bale, and and this one was missing. So, definitely was reissued later in Korea, and was not changed from fixed Bale. I can't tell if this helmet went through the entire war or not, and if this broke in the war or something, or like I said, I think it might have been used as a flower pot, so I don't know, a shovel could have hit that and broken it off. So, we're just gonna use some paint stripper to start working on the helmet. I guess I'll start working on the outside, and I'm gonna try a different method than what I did last time. So hopefully it'll take less time getting the paint off the helmet. So let us go. Let's see how it works. Alrighty. So what I'm trying different with this is, instead of using a razor blade, I got a steel brush and a brass brush. We're gonna see which one works better. My friend restores and sells M1 helmets, so he said this works pretty good. But it still does take quite a while to get all the paint and stuff off an M1 helmet, especially when there's like layers and layers of paint on a helmet. So you can see this has been sitting for a little bit. I just got to read the bottle, see how long it should sit on there. It's been sitting for 30 minutes, maybe. I don't know if I got to let it sit for longer, but we'll figure it out. So, a little funny story too. I purchased a M1 helmet on a website for $40. Place that used to sell M1 helmets for $40. I bought the last one, and thinking, I want an MP helmet, future impression, to use at some events every now here and there. Kind of switch between impressions in the unit, which I think they said is okay, but like for battle, I still would just be the general assistant squad leader and stuff like that. Yeah, squad leader. But so I ordered that a while ago, and then decided at 2 a.m. to go to Massachusetts, drive 3 hours to Massachusetts just for the day to hang out with some friends and go antiquing, and I found this. So now I got that other one coming in, and I will probably do another restoration video on that helmet. So that's a little funny how that, that good example of that thought of, I'm not gonna find one around, and then last minute decision, go to an antique store, and you're like, well, here's one for 25 bucks. So, yep, so I got another helmet coming in now. Figure out what to do with that. Alrighty, so I'm gonna read the bottle, get back to it, and see if I gotta let it sit or if I'm gonna try and scrub this off. I'll use the brass brush first, and then the steel one. Alright, so I scraped it a bit with the steel one. Steel one seemed to be doing the best, so we'll keep using that one. But wasn't working pretty good, as you can tell by the rags. The paint would literally just wipe off. So I'd use the brush to get it off, and then kind of wipe down the helmet, then repeat. And we'll just have to do that a bunch of times. I maybe plan on not removing all of the paint, but just kind of getting it flat enough so I could paint over it, and it'll just look like there won't be any dips or anything like that. So get most of the paint off it, sand it down so it feel smooth and then paint over it, so you know it'll have that smooth look. I'm putting texture on it anyway, but it'll have that smooth look, and then it would also just be fine with the remnants of the paint on it. And then I'll also get some rust off of it and keep going from there. And we'll see how the other helmet's condition is when it comes in. So here's all that for now. Nothing too fancy, nothing that much at all. But I'm just gonna keep this an army helmet for now. Maybe make it something special, like I could make it a 1st Infantry Division helmet. I could make it a MP helmet. I could make it whatever. But other than that, it's just gonna be generic army, not like a Navy helmet or anything. So there's that, and we will continue on from there once it's all soaked in again, and I'll give it a little more time now, but other than that, we'll keep going. Alright, so here's the helmet. You can see I got some more of the Citra with that on it, and I have moved to deeper inside the garage because it is very windy out, and weather has deteriorated significantly since yesterday. Yes, I am recording this the next day. I have actually put multiple coats on this helmet and slowly been getting it off, slowly been getting more off, and just going, and it just takes off a little bit at a time. So probably after a couple, like this time or a couple more times, what I'm gonna do is just let it dry, sand down the rest of the paint to get it smooth, and then just paint over it. So sand it down so it's smooth, and so when I paint over it, it won't show every little bump and everything. So we'll let this sit for, I'll let this sit for an hour or so, and I'll come back and see if I can get any more off. So working on it a little bit, you can see a lot of the paint is coming off, and I think I might be getting through to bare metal maybe over here. I can't tell. Either way, but pretty much the main goal is to get it smooth enough, and most paint off of it, and smooth it out so you can just paint over it. It might have been a white helmet, white maybe MP helmet, not too sure. But we'll see. I mean, if you look around it too, you can see like some lighter shades of white, like right there. See that little white band? So it could have been an MP helmet. There's the inside paint. Not too bad, but still very rusty. Could have been an MP helmet. Could have been just post-war painted over. Who knows? So, looks like most of the black paint is gone. So I'll let this dry right now. Throw some more paint on it, and then keep going from there. You can see I got a bunch of dirty rags everywhere that I've used. And also I used a screwdriver to just kind of chip off some of the paint around the brim. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun, so much fun. So we will just keep going with this. Keep going until it's done. Alrighty, so I've used the brush and I've used the razor blade a little bit, and it's mostly staying on there, so I'm probably gonna just have to sand it smooth. So I'm gonna bring this inside, let it warm up and dry off, and I'm gonna try sanding it with some sandpaper. Which I did try. I mean, you can see a lot of the paint has come off since the beginning. That first coating of black paint kind of came off very quickly and easily. I don't think any of it's left on there. And this is probably getting down to the military paint right here. That's always a pain to get off. So I'll sand that back down to smooth and everything and get it looking good. Take care of some rust and weld. Then eventually I'll weld that Bale back on, and we will paint it. Which I already have a chin strap for this too. I don't know if I mentioned that. Nice mid-war chin strap for it, and I'll either make this one an MP helmet for reenacting, or I'll just keep this an Army helmet and paint the other one that's coming in the mail an MP. So, alright guys, so I'm working on sanding down the M1 helmet, just, you know, going over it, getting it smooth. And what I'm actually going to try and do right now is I got a variety of tools right here. I'm going to try and get under the brim because I think there's a bunch of gunk under there. Much like maybe built up just rust chunks, but I'm going to try and just scrape along underneath the brim that I can get. And just various tools to see which one works better. Just kind of get some rust out from under there. which looks like there is some. You can see there's like gaps right there. So I'm just trying to get under there, scratch it out. We'll see how it works. Got 2 of these tools, and there it is. Regular, just flathead screwdriver. Screwdriver probably will work the best. Yeah, look at that. All that gunk coming out. So I'll scrape all the gunk out of there, maybe take a pair of pliers and try and kind of push this brim back, or bend it back down flat. And we'll go from there. Once this helmet's sanded, I ordered some new bales for it, or you know, a new bale to put on it. And so I'll have that spot welded on, and then I'll paint over the whole helmet. I might paint the outside right now, but I'll wait for the inside until the bale's all ready. So let's just get back to restoring this helmet. Just keep going around this edge. I'm just holding this with my phone. Look at that, it's like dirt. That's why I think it was used as like a flower pot or something. Also, there was actual poop on the inside, so that's great. She's been cleaned out. So this thing no longer has poop on the inside. So I'm guessing it was like some sort of fertilizer. I don't think it was like rabbit poop. It wasn't like none. It wasn't like full-size feces or nothing. It was just like rabbit poop or fertilizer or something. Probably fertilizer. Nasty, but you know, she'll be back. This thing will be back to a nice helmet very shortly. Just need to get the bales in, and then I can paint it. Also, I have 3 cans of paint kind of over there. All of them are different manufacturers of M1 helmet paint. I'm not gonna use all 3. I'm just gonna like spray all 3 on a board, and I'll tell you how they look comparatively. And I'll grab the my actual M1 helmet that has J. Murray paint on it, which you know is a good paint based off the original. We'll see which one of those 3 spray paints looks the best compared to, yeah. So it's just fun getting my clothes dirty once again. Just working on some other rusty bucket or something. Pretty much a bucket. I mean, I think it's pretty much a bucket. It's a bucket with the ability to be worn as a helmet. That's a fun way of describing an M1 helmet. But hey, it works. Look at all that gunk coming out from under there. Alright. Flathead screwdriver is working the best. Alright, I got most of this sanded down. You can see it's just all dirty and everything. Most of this sanded down. I gotta get around the bottom more. This is the difficult parts to get down here. Up here it's just, you know, going around. Down here you gotta get like fold the sandpaper a fun way and gotta get under there and get all that. So we'll get back to sanding the helmet, and I'll come back once I finish up with the brim, or I'll either record myself sanding, which I'm doing a lot less of that in this video just because it's kind of boring just watching guy, oh look at this sanding, and literally nothing is changing. And I can sit here for an hour and nothing will change. So it'll be kind of boring just seeing me rub a piece of paper against a helmet for who knows how long. So that's why I'll just be like, oh, I'll come back once it's done. So I will come back once I finish up with the sandpaper, or if anything interesting happens with it. So off I go again. All right, update on this fixed Bale helmet after, I don't know, 2 months, 3 months, something like that. And finally got someone and found someone to weld on the bales. So you got that one right there. It is now on. It's looking very nice, works very well. And this thing is finally ready to be painted. Finally. So pretty much, yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing once it dries. I sanded it all down one last time and rinsed all the dust and everything off. So just gotta let it dry, and then she will be good to be painted. So yeah, very nice that I was finally able to find somebody to weld that on. Took quite a while to find someone. All right, to start off with the helmet, I'm gonna be painting the inside first because that's the easiest part to paint. Is just throw a coat in and go. So you can see, got the heat stamp right there. You got both bales on. Yeah, that was pretty much the most important thing, the heat stamp. So we are going to paint it with this nice paint right here. This paint actually looks really nice on helmets and just pretty much on anything really. So I'm going to be using this on there. Get the grass out of there. And that just like should take 5 minutes, that internal layer. It's not much. Alright, so that's kind of the first coat in there. Just used up what was left in that one spray paint can. Luckily I have another one. So that's pretty much how it is right now. I'm gonna let that dry and then throw another coat in there just to touch up everything and get everything looking good. Then we will start the texturing and painting of the outside helmet. Try and do a walkthrough of that, but can be a little bit difficult. So difficult to record and paint at the same time and try not to get paint on the camera and all that stuff. So I'll come back once that other coat is on and show you the finishing internals, and then we'll start working on the outside. Alrighty, you can see the paint in there is still drying, but you can also see this helmet has had better days. It's a bit pitted all around on the inside. Lucky the heat stamp's still in good shape and everything else really, but the pitting in there is more of a cosmetic thing. It's not too bad, so it's not going to affect anything. Pretty good for probably being used as a flower pot, or at least I'm pretty sure that's what it was used as. There was a lot of dirt and like manure or something in it. Maybe a rat made its home in this, I don't know. It was something. It was painted white. It was, the original green paint, white, and then black. The black paint came off real easy. The white and everything else is kind of sticking on there. So we will just continue on with that and let the internals dry before I turn it over and start painting the outside. We will continue on with the helmet. I know these videos can be a bit repetitive every time I do them because restoring helmets are a bit repetitive. It's pretty much the same thing over and over. Strip the paint, sand it down, repaint, repeat, kinda. So get this one fixed up, and once the internals is dry, I'll flip it over and show you painting the outside. Alrighty, so turns out this piece of wood is perfect for restoring helmets. I am able to put down the helmet and the bales fit perfectly on either side. So it's not resting on the bales to, ruin any paint or anything. It's just sitting there very nicely. Alright, now it's time to paint the outside. And that is a lot of paint and a lot of texturing. So, just start off with a base coat of paint. Just kind of get everything gone over. The wind's picking up here, so pretty sure it might rain soon. But we can get at least a base coat on. Get the helmet looking good. So, don't want to put too much on right now. Let it dry and then throw some more on. You don't want it running. It'll take a couple coats, but it'll start looking like, a constant, steady color. So that'll probably just take a little bit. Like I said, you just gotta paint it, wait, and then paint it again. And then the helmet will be, this whole process right here probably takes a couple hours, because most of that time is spent waiting for the paint to dry off. Or become, better, so where you can paint it again without it running. So we will continue on with the painting. Again, I will let you know any updates that happen. Alright, you can see how the helmet texturing is turning out. It's pretty good. I'll kind of even it all out as I go. But you can see on the other side, I haven't done anything yet. Still bare metal. And that's pretty much it. You just sprinkle, you spray paint it, you throw some on, you paint over it. Just a very repetitive process, but it's it looks good. Also, you want to make sure to get a good amount of paint on here so the cork just doesn't fall off as soon as you touch it. So it'll take a little bit, but it's getting there. Alrighty, as you can see, that's approximately how much cork you want on it. Like, this area is a good representation. It doesn't got to be perfect. Remember, these things were mass produced, so there were definitely some variations and everything wasn't perfect. Alright, so here it is. Yeah, got the helmet all textured up nicely. And, you know, as it dries, it'll become less shiny, and I'll throw some more coats on it just to solidify all the corking on there. And then that'll pretty much be it with the video. Probably throw a little, maybe some decals on and stuff just to make it look good. But other than that, that's about it for this video. I'll come back once everything's all set, just to kind of finish off the video too. I'm not going to include putting the chin straps on the helmet because that's pretty just standard and I don't have them. My buddy has them and he has a whole bunch of them, so I'll just buy some from him, and next time I'm going to see him is at Reading, so it's going to be a while. So this video's already 2 months in the making, so might as well just get it over with. Because chin straps, not really a big deal. You know what those are. Alright, well, this is going to be it for the helmet restoration. Part of my voice, I have a little cold. But this is it for the helmet restoration. You can see it turned out pretty good. As time goes on, this corking and stuff will either break off or like squish down, make it look a bit better. I remember when I got my helmet, it looked like this, and now it's, it looks a lot better. So this will like compact down in a bit. The inside, you can see heat stamp is still pretty visible. That's like the problem when painting. Sometimes it just fills in all the stampings in there. And where's it? There's that other Bale right there. Alright, and I will get a chin strap on this eventually, and then we'll go from there. Alright, well, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. I know these helmet restoration videos can be a bit repetitive because it's the exact same process over and over. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more content like this. If you have any video ideas, please put them down in the comments and I'll try and get to them. I will see you guys later.